MeraSangeet.com पर ट्यून इन है आप और शो सात समंदर पार में आज आपके रूबरू रहेंगी नंदिनी रे, Senior Manager, Outreach and Prevention Program at Maitri. Nandini leads all community engagement and educational activities at Maitri, and she is a state-mandated trained domestic violence advocate. So आज के सफर में रहेगा आप बिल्कुल ट्यून इन हमारे साथ MeraSangeet.com पर. Hi Nandini, a warm welcome to you today on our show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to Maitri for gaining visibility for the community, South Asian community members.
And kind of good work that Maitri is doing. It's a pleasure for us here to be able to spread the word for you. So a little bit now, Nandini, about Maitri. First of all, what does it mean? And then a little bit about the organization, if you could tell our listeners.
Yeah, sure. Actually, Maitri means a friendship in Sanskrit and in many South Asian languages, it means friendship. So like a friend, we guide survivors, DV survivors. We hold their hands to find options and their rights. Mm-hmm. So that's why the name is Maitri. And Maitri is a free, confidential, non-profit organization based in the San Francisco Bay Area that helps victims and survivors of domestic violence and abuse through free and confidential and culturally responsive services. We primarily serve people from South Asian origin, like people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. Mm-hmm. But we don't discriminate in our services based on colors, race, or gender, or national origin, immigration status, class, language, religion, etc. Whoever calls us, we provide support. We provide support to everyone who calls us. But as Maitri staff and volunteers, we collectively speak many major South Asian languages. We understand the nuances and challenges of South Asian culture. Our services are most suitable to serve South Asian DV survivors and victims.
आगे शो में नंदिनी से बहुत सारी और बातें मैत्री के बारे रहेगा आप ट्यून इन हमारे साथ MeraSangeet.com पर. शो सात समंदर पार में अब हम जरा आगे बढ़ते हैं. आपके रूबरू इस वक्त हैं नंदिनी रे, Senior Manager, Outreach and Prevention Program at Maitri. So Nandini, do tell us a little bit about the organization Maitri. When did it start and all that it does now?
Maitri was formed in 1991, more than 31 years back, by 4 South Asian women. And you cannot believe it. They started Maitri at someone's kitchen with a single phone line. At that time, actually, they saw a need for a community resource in the local South Asian diaspora that can provide culturally responsive services to South Asian DV victims and survivors. For example, if someone is calling an agency and saying that, oh, I don't speak English very well, or I don't know even English. Mm-hmm. I want to speak to someone in any South Asian language like Hindi or Bengali or Punjabi or Tamil, etc. Or someone is sharing cultural challenges like extended family members taking part in directly or indirectly in violence and abuse. Or if they're facing any transnational legal complications. So from those needs, language access, cultural challenges, from those needs, Maitri was formed. Surprisingly, we still see those needs exist in our community. Over time and based on survivors' needs, we kept adding different programs like peer counseling, legal advocacy, immigration assistance, housing, financial literacy and job readiness programs for survivors. Maitri was started as a volunteer-run small organization, but today, after 31 years, Maitri is seen as a trusted community resource for South Asian DV survivors. Mm-hmm. And we have 15 staff members and I would say over 50 volunteers and thousands of supporters. In the course of our work, we have realized that when people are calling us, the damage is already done. So we are putting bandage over their wounds and we're helping them just to heal. But it's not, if we go like that, then we will keep doing whatever we are doing today. So, crisis intervention. So then at Maitri, we started thinking deeply, what can we do to prevent domestic violence. And DV advocates, they alone cannot end domestic violence, and we need community support.
Yes.
So we started, community engagement. We started raising awareness about negative impacts of domestic violence, partner violence, gender-based violence, the correlation between patriarchal oppressive norms, gender-based violence, and domestic violence, partner violence. Everything is connected. And domestic violence, I mean, people still think it's someone's private matter. It's a tough topic in our community. But I'm happy to share that our community is getting involved in raising awareness. They are getting involved in prevention work. Yes, the speed is very slow, pace is slow, but at least some action we are seeing there.
आगे शो में नंदिनी के साथ ये मुलाकात बिल्कुल जारी है. आप बिल्कुल बने रहें हमारे साथ MeraSangeet.com पर. शो सात समंदर पार इस वक्त आप सुन रहे हैं MeraSangeet.com और इस वक्त आपके रूबरू हैं नंदिनी रे, सीनियर मैनेजर आउटरीच एंड प्रिवेंशन प्रोग्राम at Maitri. A bit here about how people can approach you. Maybe somebody listening in right now, if they want to approach Maitri, how can they approach you? What is the way to reach you? And how quickly is the response, from Maitri's end, from your end?
I would say if this is an emergency situation, if someone is hurt, injured, then they should call 911 immediately. Even if they cannot, speak, at least they can call 911 and just hold on the line. But if anyone is in an abusive relationship and need help to understand their options, their rights, or even just to talk to someone, to vent out, just to share their pain, then you can call Maitri toll-free helpline. That is 1-888-862-4874. Again, 1-888-862-4874. Or 1-888-8-MAITRI, MAITRI. To speak with a staff, please call between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Pacific time from Monday to Friday. And otherwise, people can leave a detailed message along with a safe phone number and a safe time to reach them, so that we can call them with a safe phone number and safe time. And Maitri representatives check and respond to voice messages within 24 to 48 hours of receiving them, and based on the intensity of the call, we get back. And also anyone can email us at maitri@maitri.org. And sometimes people call us to seek help. Sometimes they call us to offer their help. If they want to volunteer, if they want to support Maitri, if they want to invite us for any presentation, they always can call this number and email us, maitri@maitri.org. We are here to help anyone who is facing domestic violence or abuse and need help. So what we do in our call, we help with safety planning and explain survivors' rights, options. We connect callers with the appropriate community resources. We pair our clients with individual peer counseling. If anyone is looking for legal help, we help them. So whatever their need, we help them. If someone wants to call us and they don't want to take any action right now, they just want to talk to someone in their own language, or probably want to vent out, that's fine also. They don't need to share their real name. Sometimes, it's a small community. People are very scared about keeping everything confidential. So we are a confidential agency for sure. But if you are not feeling very comfortable, you don't have to share your real name or the location you are calling from. You just talk to us and find your options and rights. And at some point, if you feel that you are comfortable sharing your real identity, then please do that.
आगे शो में नंदिनी के साथ कुछ और बातें रहेगा. बिल्कुल ट्यून इन हमारे साथ on your favorite South Asian radio station in the United States, MeraSangeet.com. इस वक्त आपके रूबरू हैं नंदिनी रे, सीनियर मैनेजर आउटरीच एंड प्रिवेंशन प्रोग्राम एट Maitri. So here, Nandini, I want to ask you, how many cities is Maitri active in? Where all can you reach out to the victims? In which
We
cities?
are based, actually, we are located in Santa Clara County, California, Santa Clara County, but we are helping people in Santa Clara County, San Mateo County, Alameda County. People from everywhere call us, and anyone can call us. But if the location is geographically far from us, then we at least will find out local resources for the callers. Sometimes we get calls from outside California, outside even the US, and different people, different South Asian countries, like people from different South Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, they call us and they share their pain with us, and we help them based on their needs. If they need to find any local resources, we do that. If they need any legal information, we provide that. Mostly we are based in Santa Clara County, but we help people from close counties as well.
आगे शो में नंदिनी के साथ ही मुलाकात बिल्कुल जारी है। आप भी बिल्कुल बने रहे हमारे साथ ट्यून इन मेरा संगीत सबका मीत। इस वक्त आपके रूबरू हैं नंदिनी रे, सीनियर मैनेजर आउटरीच एंड प्रिवेंशन प्रोग्राम एट Maitri. You've got, like you mentioned, a lot of other services besides being a helpline here. Now, supposing you have victims of domestic abuse, initially, I'm sure you would want to always try to patch up the couple, maybe let them see through things and maybe so that they patch up. Are there any kind of counseling that you do for couples as well? How do you go about,
No,
after?
this is a misconception. We don't patch up. We don't want to patch up, or we actually are a DV advocacy, domestic violence advocacy agency. So whenever people are calling us and they want to find any option and rights resources, we connect them with the right resources. We provide them right information, but we don't want to patch up because
Okay.
one person is calling us, right? We don't, the both people are not calling us to, so, and they are not asking us that we need your help to patch up. So if they need to patch up, they can go to marriage counselors, and so we don't have any program for couple
Yeah.
counseling.
No, my question here, what I meant was, supposing a domestic abuse victim comes to you, and then supposing you feel that the matter is, sometimes you don't, when you speak to a person, you know how much grave the situation is. And in some cases, if you feel the situation is not that grave or is something where people can actually go back to the marriage and stay back. Have you had situations like this where you feel that the entire situation is being exaggerated? ऐसा कभी हुआ है?
No, we trust callers. We trust our
Right.
survivors, and whatever picture they are showing us, we trust them. We believe them,
Okay.
and we don't think that, oh, maybe that person is exaggerating and it
Right.
is not that. Yeah,
Right.
and we feel that if someone feels violated, then we should take that seriously. Someone
Right.
feels that they are abused, then we should take that seriously.
आगे शो में नंदिनी के साथ ये मुलाकात। आप रहें ट्यून इन। मीनवाइल अगर जहन में कोई सवाल है, लिख सकते हैं बिल्कुल kamal@merasangeet.com पर, और इस वक्त रहें आप ट्यून इन हमारे साथ। MeraSangeet.com पर आप हैं ट्यून इन। दैट्स योर फेवरेट साउथ एशियन रेडियो स्टेशन इन द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, और इस वक्त आपके रूबरू हैं नंदिनी रे, सीनियर मैनेजर आउटरीच एंड प्रिवेंशन प्रोग्राम एट Maitri. So is there a way Maitri helps in the lodging and other requirements for a victim of domestic abuse? Because immediately if they're out of the house, they're out of, all the basic amenities. So is there a way that Maitri helps in there?
Yes, of course. So we house DV survivors for about 9 months at a safe environment at our Anjali transitional housing. And we follow the same confidentiality protocol as other DV, the DV shelters basically follow. But we are not sheltered. We are transitional housing where women can stay longer period of time, and they're transitioning from their abusive situation to a path of self-sufficiency. Shelter stays very short time, like 4 weeks to 6 weeks, but transitional housing, women can stay 6 months to 9 months. And in that period, when they are staying at our transitional housing, we help them to in their goal setting. We do weekly case management, what they want to do with their life, how they want to get back on their own feet. Other than transitional housing, we also assist DV survivors to find affordable housing, low-cost housing in the county, and affordable housing. And we help them find county's rental assistance program. So we help them in several ways so that they can have a roof over their head. And if sometimes in emergency situation, we help them find shelters. And based on their needs, based on their location, we find them shelters. Through our economic empowerment program, we help our clients, like we take every client from where they are. Like some clients, they have work experience, a long time work experience probably. Some clients, they have never worked in their lives. Some clients, they have worked in some other countries, in their home countries, but not in here, in this, in the US. So wherever they are, we help them, we train them so that they can be economically independent and financially stable, secure through, we do one-on-one coaching, we do provide workshops. We help them so that they can identify their career goal, their financial goals. They can find a stable job. They can manage their money. So we coach survivors through the entire process of becoming financially independent. So when they are at our transitional housing, we help them with our economic empowerment program. Even if they are not in our transitional housing, and we also provide economic empowerment program to all survivors who need help. And through our legal program, actually, I didn't mention probably that we help them in preparing legal document information for, we actually basically navigate them through legal systems, because this many survivors, they are immigrants and they have limited knowledge or no knowledge about local legal systems. So we help them finding legal information. We do provide attorney referrals, we do court accompaniment. And in addition, Maitri is Department of Justice accredited. So we can, our staff members can provide immigration assistance and representation to survivors in court. And we also provide interpretation for our clients, but not in court. Court needs registered certified interpreters, but in understanding their forms, in translating their English forms into their language.
So that's a pretty detailed information here for our listeners, especially in the California area and also across the US. For listeners, who might know of someone who would need help. It's been really nice talking to you, Nandini, and thank you so much for all your time. And that was a wonderful conversation with Nandini Ray, Senior Manager, Outreach and Prevention Program at Maitri. आगे शो में मैं लौटूंगी फिर, तब तक आप बिल्कुल बने रहें हमारे साथ मेरासंगीत.com पर।